Hello and welcome back to part 3 of my Fallout 76 playthrough here. Last time we were doing the main quests, and then I stopped just after finishing that last one. So now I guess we'll start on this one. Strength in numbers. I haven't gotten a laser gun yet. Still want to. Just haven't been lucky enough to find an enemy with one, I guess. Hopefully at level 6, so that's what level I am now, I'll be able to actually get some, but we'll see. Might be a level 10 thing, I'm not sure. I do know that weapons are linked to the level of your player, so like I'm not gonna get any level 10 weapons at level 6. Well, I mean I might get some, but it's gonna be rare. What do we have to do here? Transmitter signal station. And Flatwoods. I actually might do first contact first, because that's like one of the old quests, I think. And then strength in numbers, one of the new ones. And actually, I'm gonna go do that Flatwoods first, which is down here. I'll just head there. Probably not gonna put in a whole bunch of me running, since that's kinda just nothing going on. But we'll see. Some Brotherhood here.
Thinking about joining up, getting in on the ground floor. How about you?
Mr. Stink's gonna join the Brotherhood in a while. Takes a minute to get there, but you got anything to say to me? Your mistake was not having anything to say to me. Taking that clothing item, though. I don't think I want to play in third person. Lots of shotgun shells, that's nice. Onward. I changed my mind. For real onward this time. Look at that. Leveled up from killing a few dogs.
Has a lot of potential.
You got anything for me?
Damn, no caps. Looks like there's almost...
I like money. She lied, I didn't get 200 caps. It's ridiculous. Taking everything. Alright. Getting pretty close to Flatwoods here.
Heck, sure is damp out here.
Another settler, huh? Where is he?
It's time
Hello.
to turn over a new leaf. To restore this.
You got any goodies for Mr. Stink?
Influence, the more people we can help.
Don't look at me. What did I say? More goodies for Mr. Stink. I'm just the stinky little guy. You can't even blame me. You look at my face and tell me I don't look like a danger to society. A boxing glove. I'll be honest. I don't think I've ever used that. Is that a weapon? Sure is. How do you do the favoriting thing? C. Now where's that? Oh, it only goes on my right hand? Time to figure out what's going on in Flatwoods. If I'm remembering correctly, this is where the responders are. I'm pretty sure I'm remembering correctly. Oh, I'm over encumbered. Please. There should be like a table that I can scrap things at right up here. Pretty sure it's this house. Could be wrong, might be the next. Nope, there it is. Sick. Surprised I remember so much about this game. I mean, I did play it for a long time. back in like 2019. Got on my right leg right now. Leather. I'll scrap this. Alright. More things for me to scrap, that's good.
Overseer's log, town of Flatwoods. My God. There's no one
She's
here.
yapping.
The old tavern, the church, people were using them for shelter, but they're gone. Mutations we expected. But there's something else. A disease. I was attacked by... Well, it used to be a person. But it had these green, glowing lesions, and its voice. Angry, tortured. We are one. One what? Whatever happened here is beyond anything we expected. And we expected a lot.
Volunteers needed, huh?
Before they were wiped
I'll
out,
volunteer.
survivors called themselves the Responders. Looks like they were made of firefighters, police, emergency medical staff. They even have an automated system to teach people about treating water, food, survival. I'm doing their
Kesha
tests, and you should
McDermott.
too.
Hello? Thank you.
I know
Kesha
it's
McDermott.
worse than we
McDermott
imagined,
Kesha.
but someone's got to know where the missile silos are and how to secure them. The
Monitoring the
responders are
water
best
safety
lead we
protocols.
have.
Okay.
This is the overseer.
Some
Signing off.
hydrology experimentation. Alright. Making sure we've got clean water. Mr. Stink loves clean water. He doesn't bathe, but you do get thirsty though.
Automated warning to all responders. Mr. Farmhands are out of control.
DASA has asked us all to document our
You know what?
stories for
An event?
posterity.
XP? Hell yeah.
Seems like a fine idea.
Let me at it.
So,
I'm gonna punch him.
I fell. I high school.
I'm feeling that this boxing glove might not be the best melee weapon here. But I'm just punching some robots.
Pretty chaotic.
Alright, I give up on the...
Found a couple of surviving kids from the high school parents pulled up the house town for a while. Circuitry in the old radio and tuned into a broadcast beat. Trip from Watoga to Flat, mind you. The group of assholes in the mountains.
Oh, language.
Monitor the contamination.
This woman
and
really
I
has a lot to say.
folks how to
And I respect it.
properly boil
But also,
water.
like,
And I did.
come on. Come on.
Isn't going to take time.
That guy's blowing up.
Yeah.
Nice. Everybody loves an explosion. Is this guy gonna stab me? He's just looking at me. Alright.
Automated message. The forest
Bots are
have
dead.
all supervisors down. Good job.
There's a Scorched in that house, I heard
Exit
them.
or get to the mainframe. You need to reset the farmhand targeting parameters. That should keep our people safe in the area. Be careful.
They can't stop Mr. Stink from taking everything.
Detecting potential composting target. Detecting potential composting target.
Detecting potential composting target. Try to shoot their little thruster down there, because that's their, like, critical spot, but really not having a whole lot of luck.
Scanning welfare the farm of the future. From Vault Check. Alert. Alert. Possible source Possible source of conflict.
Bang.
Source found.
Alrighty, let's get down there. How was that a miss? Excuse me?
Scanning.
Oh, I've got to sneeze. Oh, I'm gonna sneeze. Why did I say anything? I don't have to sneeze anymore. The worst feeling.
Potential composting target.
Alrighty.
Returning to normal operations.
Let's change those parameters. Farmhands program. No? Okay. Oh. Oopsie. Oh. Didn't see that option. Let's remove that human class. Alright. Nice little event complete. Chunk of XP. Fertilizer. Really want a laser gun soon, though.
Reducing to fertilizer.
Another overseer journal. Alright. Let's test this water sample. Gotta grab a water sample first. Get a sample. Water is contaminated. Yep. Yep, that'll do it. Gross river with a corpse in it? Yeah. Probably a little bit stinky. Hello, cow. Yummy milk. Actually, I'm pretty sure the milk is, like, very good. Brahmin milk. Yeah, decreases thirst and hunger, and removes radiation. Very good. Nom nom nom! Get some more milk. Thank you. Let's get another sample. Alright. Water is contaminated. Water's not doing great in this town. I guess that would make sense. You know, with it being the apocalypse. Another cow? He didn't want to give me the milk. Let's go analyze these samples. Alright, analyzing sample. Dirty water. Severe disease. Water has not improved. Alright. That's nice. Gotta boil the dirty water. Let's make some clean water. Grab some wood. Got my little party hat on still. Fresh out of the vault. Alright, boiled water. Check in with the kiosk.
Hi there.
Are you named? Yeah,
Are you
you're
here for
lucky you're
responder
named.
training?
I am.
Then
I
you're
am
not
here for the
alone.
training.
A lot of people come here because of that radio message the responders left. That's what brought me here too. At
Nice.
first, I was planning to just do the training and move on, but honestly, I kind of like it here. I really enjoy meeting all
Why'd
the
you
people
pick
that
the
pass
darkest
through and hearing their
possible building
stories.
to go stand inside?
Wait a minute. Are you one of those people who was in Vault 76?
How could you tell? Was it the jumpsuit? Could you tell from the jumpsuit my little hat?
I knew it! I could tell just by looking at you. I've always thought that
Yeah,
life in a vault must
I'd
be
hope so.
so amazing. With the robots and all the machines and having everything you need every day. Best of all, you're safe. Which, let me tell you, is a thing us outsiders very rarely get to feel. Though I guess you're one
To
of
be
us
fair,
now,
I probably
so
could have just
that's
stayed in
all
the vault
past for you.
forever. See you later.
Okay. See ya.
Alright. Check volunteer status. I've ranked up in my volunteer status. Heck yeah. I need to complete one more experiment to become a full volunteer. Need to go see Delbert Winters. I have a feeling he might not be doing so good, but we'll see. Winters Delp. Flatwood Kitchen and Potluck. Alright, we're going to a kitchen. That's a cool looking kitchen, I guess. Chemistry workbench plan? Heck yeah. Hello? Mr. Winters? Oh, he's not doing very good. Ooh.
Reverend Delbert Winters here, born and raised in this very town. Lent my own church to the responders for their
You got any games on here?
And, you're welcome. The responders are on a true mission, you see. Helping folks through thick and thin, till the heavens open up again and take us all up anyways.
Get some meat, toss it in the
When
fire.
this all happened, I figured like most it was time.
Until it stops oozing? What am I making, like a well-done
But
steak?
it wasn't, was it?
What a waste.
Still here.
What a waste of some
At
perfectly
first,
good
I
meat.
thought it was a mistake, that we
Hello.
was missed, forgotten.
Hey, I'm real sorry
Maybe
about
we
this,
did
man.
some wrong. Didn't give enough to charity, maybe. Didn't praise his name, even in the worst of times. Maybe thought
It
some
had to be
things
done.
that ought not to been
Ooh.
thought.
Ooh, pepper. Ooh,
So
yummy.
I asked,
Ooh, salt and pepper.
asked
Ooh.
how? Why?
Let's make ourselves a
I fought
ribeye
wars
steak.
on Earth. I'm ready to fight them up there by your side. Then, in my despair, I saw some
I can make
survivors
3 ribeye
eating
steaks.
raw rat carcass
Oh,
behind the
yeah.
dumpster. You gotta cook that first, I warned them. Seemed obvious. We tried but got sick, they said, covered in their own filth. I realized right then and there that I was being tasked.
This used to not be a screen. Like, you couldn't cook multiple things at once, so in order to cook multiple food items, you had to just spam, and it was pretty annoying.
Thankful for my task in life. Thankful.
Alrighty. We got some yummy
Next
food.
time hell or high water land in my stoop, I'll be swept clear away with it. But until then, let's share
Alright.
a home-cooked meal together, all right?
Thank you, Mr. Winters. Check in with this kiosk. Complete training. I'm a volunteer now. Let's go. Contact responders using the database. That's in a different building, because of course it is. New pistol. New recipe. Sugar. That's a little System of a Down reference. I'm a volunteer. I'm going to contact the responders at HQ. Large horde of Scorched is on the move and might be headed for our main base at Morgantown Airport. All personnel are requested to report to HQ as soon as possible. Bring weapons and medical supplies. Maria Chavez. Alright.
Make yourself at home. I did.
Doggy! Ooh, ooh, a little doggy! Ooh, ooh! Alright. How's that other pistol? Level 1. Oh, they're both level 1. Alright. Rifle's not doing too hot. Shotgun is doing fine. Rid of that new pistol. Equip that arm, even though it's not doing great. Right, arm. Better. I'll repair it later.
Looks like you were off to a great start, volunteer.
Thanks, man. Alright. I'm gonna unselect some of these things. We're not doing strength and numbers right now. We're not doing personal matters right now. And not doing this miscellaneous right now. So we're headed to Morgantown Airport. That's way up there. Alright, we've got some running to do. Well, time to put in that work. Oh, hello, Raider Punk.
Growing every day, but I'm no use to them where I am now. All I want to do is get out of this place, get my radio set up somewhere, and talk about the world, how it is now. You get me?
Oh, I get you, brother.
Because I.
What, you don't want to stay at Mr. Stink's house?
Lost, weirdo.
Huh? Huh? You're lucky you're an essential NPC. You're lucky. Onwards. This... Can I interact with this? Well, yes, but that went the wrong way. Alright, cool. Another Robbit for me to kill. What was that? Red stag. I'll be honest with you, I can't see it. Am I looking right at it? I must be. Oh yeah, that's its head. How? What? Excuse me? Excuse me? There we go. Alright. Hello, Mr. Farmhand. Free ammo. That's what I'm saying. Where's that rat stag? Where did he go? There he is. Some meat, some hide. The rest of his head. I could stop in to repair my gun. That might be a good idea. Adhesive, some aluminum, and some steel. I could make that happen. Let's repair the armor, too. What do we got? Righty. Let's get moving. I don't know if I said it in the last recording, or the first recording, I guess, but a lot of people said this game looked worse than Fallout 4, and I don't see it. I've never seen it. Like, yeah, it looks similar, they're all the same engine, right? Like, the game's not gonna look that much different. But I think this game's, like, really good looking. Maybe it's just the aesthetic of, like, the, like, Appalachian outback, like, wilderness type thing. I just really like the vibe, like the colors that pop. My biggest problem with Fallout 3 and New Vegas, like the writing is really, really strong. And there's some really good, like, side quests and stuff too. And, like, little encounters, and the dialogue is written very well. And that's something that Fallout 4 didn't do. as well, but it made up for it in, like, environment and gameplay. Like, it feels much more, you know, interactive than Fallout 3 and New Vegas. Those are the only two I played, other than 4. I think the aesthetic, as far as, like, color palettes goes, I just didn't really like too much in Fallout 3. Like, Fallout 3 is very, like, green and, like, gray and gloomy, and it's a post-apocalyptic game, so, like, it's gonna look gloomy, but at the same time, I want it I want it to be visually appealing. And, like, dark and gloomy is not really my favorite aesthetic for a video game. I like vibrant colors, usually. So I'm a big fan of the way this one looks. It's way more vibrant and dense than I remember Fallout 4 being. Fallout 4 was a lot of, like, empty land from what I can recall. But this is like, you know, you're in a forest. So it's gonna be very dense vegetation. Hey, you stop that! What are you... Hey! What'd they do to you? Bro's out here killing squirrels for no reason. As I was saying, the vibrancy of the colors really help this game look very good. And I mean, it came out, what, 4 years after Fallout 4? So, maybe people were expecting more visual improvement, but Skyrim's been released 15 times, and I'll be honest, it still looks the exact same as when it launched. I don't see a huge difference. Like, the lighting's better in the, like, Legendary Edition or whatever they're calling the newest one, but Fallout doesn't really do the best at, or not Fallout, but Bethesda doesn't really do the best at making their games look modern. And this one, I think, is still pretty good, and it'll hold up probably forever. I mean, video game graphics will probably improve in the future. I mean, they already have, but I mean, how close to real life can you really make a video game before it doesn't feel like an escape anymore? Like, before it just feels like you're playing real life just as someone else. I like video games that are stylized to look different. They don't have to look like, you know, 8-bit, but a game like Fallout, I feel like, kind of benefits from still having a little bit of, like, goofiness. I feel like the visual fidelity looks good enough to hold up today. I don't think it needs too much improvement as far as, like, actual resolution of textures goes. I mean, on stuff like rocks, yeah, my graphics aren't set to the highest, but this game doesn't run terribly well if I do set them to the highest. At least not while I'm recording. It's not super well optimized either. I think there are problems with the optimization of the game specifically for the 3070 Ti, which is strange, but I've got a buddy who has pretty much the exact same issues as me. Can I discover this location? No? Okay. Pretty much the exact same issues as me, and I think it's just a graphics card thing, because if you're playing it on an older graphics card, like a 2080 or whatever, it might honestly run better on the same settings I have it on right now. And it's just weird, but that's part of PC modularity. It's going to be difficult for them to get a game to run well on hundreds of different cards. Excuse me. Back to what I was saying. I think, like, it's cool that PCs are so powerful, but developing games on PC has to just be so much harder than just making it for a console. But I have no idea. Maybe it's just as simple both ways, or just as difficult both ways, rather. I just feel like there's more, like, actual software issues to worry about. I guess hardware would be the correct thing. More hardware issues to worry about. Making sure it runs on every card. I grew up playing console, though, and I can probably count on one hand how many times my game crashed. On, like, Xbox 360. I do not remember things crashing very often. But I would imagine that, you know, technical advancements also mean that there's gonna be some issues that pop up when you're making things look nice. Much more detail in these games today than what I would have been playing. Like Halo 3. That's the first Halo game I played. And I mean, at the time I remember it looking really good. And it still does look pretty good today, but it's definitely a 2000s video game. Definitely tell it was made in 2007. I cannot hit this shot for the life of me, so I'm just gonna do this. Lots of goodies for me. I'm level, what is that, 9? Hell yeah. Yeah, for the last few years I've been spending more time playing on PC. And it's been good. It's definitely way easier to get used to aiming on a mouse. Fallout's weird, though. I find that, like, sometimes you'll get locked into being ADS'd. And that's very bad for aiming. Ooh, a hunting rifle. That might be better than the one I have. Better VATS accuracy. Sounds great. Also looks nicer. It's got the polymer body or whatever you'd call that. Not even at the airport yet. This is the rail yard right next to it. Hello? I can barely see that guy. Oh, it's also got glow sights. That's nice. How do I get up there? Gotta go inside. Got a bad habit of picking up literally everything in this game, but it does end up being a good thing, because then I can repair and craft more things. Ooh, bobblehead. The way bobbleheads work in this game is kind of disappointing. I really do wish it was like a persistent account effect, like it was in the previous games, where like you'd pick up the strength bobblehead and it would give you a point in strength. I understand it's like a MMO game, so like you want to incentivize people to search for items, like farm, but at the same time, I don't think I've ever used a bobblehead playing the game for probably... What would I have on the game by now? Like 500 hours maybe? Maybe 1,000, but I don't know. Not sure if I'd have 1,000. I tend to play a variety of games more than I stick to playing one game, so I have a whole bunch of games that I've played, but I probably have under 1,000 hours on most of the games that I've played, and 1,000 hours is a lot, but, you know, when you play a game for 10 years, you end up getting there. I'm over-encumbered again. I don't want to be over-encumbered again. Good thing I can just throw this down for free wherever I want. Starting to pick up level 10 items, which is good. Now let's get this final responder cache. Hopefully it'll be some bonus XP. Kinda wish they would iterate on lockpicking. It's been the same thing for, what, Skyrim was the first game that had that? No, pretty sure Fallout 3 had it. That was like a 2009 game, wasn't it? Do wish they would iterate on the lockpicking, though. Have it be something fresh, other than the same thing for the last 15 years. God, it's been 15 years, that's crazy. Alrighty. I just deleted those trees. Didn't even know they were there. Playing this game as long as I have, I do really enjoy it. There are definitely issues that it has that come from it being online, like the bobbleheads thing. The progression feels a lot slower because they want you to keep logging in Like, in a normal Fallout game, I'd probably be level 15 by now. Really, it just takes running around killing enemies, but there's less enemies. Rose Room, Atomic Fun, Cocktails, and Music. Hell yeah. Hello. I missed. The shotgun might be better here. If I actually hit them, it would be better. But investigate the airport. Let's do it. Hello. What? I got stuck on his body as it was falling over. Lots of goodies for me to pick up. I tell you what though, you give me a video game where I can run around and just collect things. I think I was saying this in the last video, but you give me a video game where I can run around and collect things. I'm gonna enjoy it. I'm gonna enjoy collecting those new things every single time. Finishing up a, like, like a save file of Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. Very different game from this, but I played the game for so long, and I just finally got, like, all of the collectibles that there are, like all the seeds, and it took so many hours. It took so long, because I didn't look up, like, a map of where everything was until after I had done, like, everything I could find on my own, which was most of the map. I did all the shrines without looking anything up. And it took so long, but that game was so fun, because it just felt like there was so much to, like, stay collecting. Like, I never felt like I ran out of things to do until the very end, which was after, like, over 200 hours, I think. Such a good game. Waiting on either DLC or a new game. And now there's the Switch too, so they're probably just gonna end up releasing a new game, I would imagine. Could release DLC, though. I think the DLC for Breath of the Wild only came out after the Switch version came out. It was on the Wii U, I think. Maybe not first, but like at the same time. Not really sure, I never had a Wii U. I've never actually played on one. It's a lot of like old consoles that I would like to own in the future. Don't really have any room for them right now. Like, I would love to have a GameCube, just so I could play, like, the GameCube Zelda games. I'm a huge Zelda fan. I grew up playing Xbox, but I had a DS, and I had Phantom Hourglass on the DS, and it was, like, my favorite game to play. I don't know if I ever actually finished the game, but I just really enjoyed, like, exploring. Running around and exploring and collecting things. Killing enemies. Just felt good to open a chest and hear that, like, jingle that plays every time. Yeah, mostly stuck to Xbox, though. Play stuff like Halo and Crackdown. Really liked Crackdown, too. That was, like, one of my favorite games. Like, get home from school and get right on it. And just go play the, pretty much creative mode or whatever, where you'd, like, spawn stuff in and upgrade your character without having to actually play the game. No, just play that and just goof off. I think shooters is probably my favorite, like... Honestly, I'm not really sure if I'd call it my favorite genre. It's definitely up there. I don't know. It's just satisfying. Leveling up. Like, Call of Duty... First one I ever played, I think, was Modern Warfare 2. Yeah, would have been Modern Warfare 2. I think that was the first one that we had on Xbox 360. And I remember really enjoying it, but also, like, absolutely sucking. Like, I was horrible at the game when I was a kid. That didn't stop me from having fun, though. Did I already come this way? I'm not even sure. I feel like I didn't, or else I would have looted that guy. Maybe I did, though. But yeah, grew up on Call of Duty, Halo, a bunch of other games, too. We had so many games for the Xbox 360. Oh, this is definitely the way I already came. The beginning of the level. Yeah. I think my favorite Call of Duty of all time is probably either Black Ops 2 or Modern Warfare 3. I spent so much time playing Modern Warfare 3. Like the old one, not the new one. Didn't really like the new one. I haven't really liked any of the newer CODs. Cold War's got a good zombies experience. Black Ops 6 got a good zombies experience. But it's just not the same. Every game feels so different after they changed how they monetized it. That actually works, cool. I'm not a huge visual customization guy, so I've never really cared for like skins in games. It's a big deal for some people though. Security keycard, hell yeah. Planned for a flare gun. I mean, I used the flare gun in the first episode and that did not go well. I think it did like 10 damage. Get a stim pack, make sure I stay topped up on health. Hello. There's a legendary enemy in here. Try to use cover in this game, but a lot of times it just feels like it doesn't really work. Hello, Mr. Legendary Man. Goodbye. A legendary boxing glove. Nice. The floor's on oil. Probably could have shot at it and lit it on fire. Let's see. Yeah. That would have been the cooler thing to do, but I didn't think about it until after I shot him. There's the vertibird that's crashed into the entrance. That's cool. Why would they have like a electronically locked door? I mean, I guess it's an airport. I'm not going to use this. Go ahead and scrap it. Go ahead and get rid of things out of my inventory that I'm never going to use. Alright. Isn't there a guy in here? Oh yeah, there he is. Hi! He's not part of the mission? Don't really care to talk to him? He'll be here if I ever decide to come back. Is there a faster way down? Oh, right here.
Swoop down from the sky. But we need to consider all our options.
Yeah, so when the game first came out, those holotapes with the Overseer, those were like pretty much the only story that was like pretty easy to find. You'd get one of them in every like major town or like area. Doesn't have to be a town. Some of them are like in little sheds, but it's like a major area that you'd go to for like the quests that pop up on the side of the screen there whenever you go to a new town. Because they didn't have like human NPCs, and there wasn't like a dialogue tree for you to choose different dialogue options. It was all just environmental storytelling, which is cool. Fallout has a lot of environmental storytelling in it, but it was a horrible idea for them to make it exclusively environmental storytelling. I feel like, at least. I feel like most people think the same way, where it's like, why would you take a game that's like known for having really good dialogue and then remove all of the dialogue from it? It's just very dumb. Let's get back over here. One about the inoculation project. I just want my laser guns. Please. Please. Yeah, so far, I think like the only thing that you would know at this point in the game is that you're here in Appalachia, you've come out of your vault, your Overseer is missing, they left the vault before you did, and then there's like these audio logs that you can go track down to follow the path of the Overseer to hopefully find them. And the audio logs lead you through like all of the main areas of the game, and they bring you to some like quest line stuff that I will end up seeing later. I won't talk about them right now, but you learn from the Overseer's logs, at least the few that I've picked up so far, that there's this thing called the Scorched Plague, and that's what makes all the scorched enemies and these guys here, the petrified corpses. And that's what wiped everyone out in the Appalachian region, because it didn't get hit by nukes. I think the only part that got hit by nukes is the southern part of the map. The rest of it was pretty much untouched. I'm not really sure if I'm remembering correctly, but I think that's pretty much the gist of it, like, of the nuclear war that happened. So you follow the Overseer, and she tells you about the Scorched Plague, and how it's, like, causing enemy mutations, causing people to go crazy in a different way than ghouls, because it also affects animals, and I don't, like, animals get mutated in previous Fallout games, like you got your, like, rad stag, like normal animals are still there, but this game you can see, I think on the beavers is like one of the first enemies you see with it that is an animal. There's like little spikes, and you learn later that that's called ultracite, and I think the scorched virus comes from ultracite, which is what they were mining for in Appalachia. So it's actually like a pretty, like, in-depth story that just isn't really fed to you. It's kind of just like in audio logs that you find as you play. What are we doing here? I'm volunteering to help the airport now, I guess. Oh, I got a free hat? Awesome. Sign me up. Learn about building camps. I've already done that, but... Ooh, I'm level 10 now. Let's go. Report to the campsite outside of the airport for supplies and hands-on training. Hell yeah. Listen to Volunteer Training Camping 101. Is that a thing? What is going on here? This is like the third time that I've seen these floating. Looking for a holotape called Volunteer Training. There it is.
Responder survivors.
I'll just let this play while I do the next
Advanced
thing.
Training. Camping by Miguel Caldera. Robot Programmer Extraordinaire. Part 1. Finding the perfect camping location. Now that the world has changed, it's hard to stay safe. Used to be that
And
camping
help
was
Claire
safe as
complete her
houses.
work.
Well, until there was a strong wind.
Hudson, I guess. Dr. Claire Hudson, maybe?
Nothing is really
Continuing her research in the lab at AVR Medical.
Someone might hurt you.
I gotta go study her research at AVR Medical.
It's all about your defenses.
I think AVR Medical is in Morgantown, isn't it?
Back or build things that will watch
Is this Morgantown? No. Is this Morgantown? No, this is Charleston. Pretty sure this is Charleston. Morgantown is where I'm at right now. I think this is Morgantown.
We're all explorers now, camping in a strange land full of adventure, wonder.
You know what? I'm here anyways. Let's do tentative plans. This is his camp. Hello, Mr. Fluffy.
Camp doesn't have all the necessities. Consider using irradiated garbage to add that.
Camping syllabus number 1. Find a safe spot. Be sure to look out for... Be sure to look for fresh animal or human droppings nearby. Remember, if you find doo-doo, better shoo-shoo. Awesome. Number 2. Use recycled materials to construct your tent. You can find scraps just about anywhere. Number 3. Why have a camp? Cooking stations. Even your own stash. Assignment. Students should check in with any local responder and build a camp. In the camp, volunteers should construct a simple cooking station in a stash box and demonstrate that knowledge to the local responder. Awesome. I think I already have that. Search terminal. Hey, I'm trying to learn to camp. Leave me alone. Leave Mr. Fluffy alone. Where's the rest of you? Come here. You know what? Have one of these. I lit myself on fire. Ow. That did a lot of damage to myself. Alright. Search his terminal for schematics and find the camp guide program for the Protectron. Let's hit it up. Excuse me? Rude. Just rude. Let's see what he's got on his terminal. Alright, what do we got? We're looking for his journal. Maybe not his journal. What did I miss? Schematics. Generator medium. Nice. Free medium generator. Let's go give that. Hey man, put that fire axe away. You sneaky little bugger. Another one of you? What are you doing here? Bro was looking at the floor. He said, huh? He said, huh? What's down here? Huh? Why are there so many enemies? I already killed all of you. Alright. Scrap the stuff that I just picked up and go talk to that Protectron. Somerset Special. Armor penetration. Alright. We got 10 rounds. Wow, that is such a high zoom scope for a revolver. It's got a short barrel too. Crazy. Yeah, you kind of make some goofy abomination guns in this game.
Hey, Miguel, did you hear something? Of course not, because you're dead.
Damn.
Miguel.
That was rude.
Be laid back, but these days he's just intense.
Build a generator in my camp.
Gets old.
I can do that. Actually, let's first do this event.
Composing remains demonstrate.
The way this game works, if there's an exclamation mark in an event thing on the map, that means you can fast travel the event for free. Usually you'd have to pay whatever the fast travel price is to go that distance, but it's got an exclamation mark, it is free.
Heads up, responders. The food processing machines at Mama Dolce's have finally cooled down enough to work again.
Sanjay Kumar.
Make cans of stew using the ingredient containers spread around the factory.
I know it's
Machines
Kumar.
make a hell of a racket, so you'll probably get some unwanted guests.
These guys have got some fancy weapons. I do know part of this event is finding different foods. Or not foods, but different, like, nutrients to put in the machines. I don't see any yet. Manager ID card, I'm sure that'll be useful in the future. And also repairing these. Maybe they already did that, I'm not sure. Yeah, Morgantown. That's where I'm at. Most of the events in this game are pretty much just wait, like 5 minutes. So that's kind of a shame, but, you know, these guys are gonna play the game for me, so. It is what it is. That's how a multiplayer game works. It's a pretty cool weapon. While I'm here, I might as well level up. I'll probably be doing a laser auto rifle, honestly. I don't really think I've ever done an auto rifle. Okay, I was leveling up that whole time and the event finished. I was trying to read through everything. Make sure I didn't pick useless stuff. That's cool. They just did the event for me. Now I get the rewards. Alright, next thing's down there. Although, I'm not sure if I'm going to do this as one episode and then just record again in the future, or if I'm going to put this together with another bit of footage. I guess we'll see how long it ends up being after I edit it. This might be the end of the video, although it might not be. We'll see. If it is the end, I hope you've enjoyed watching. You know, feel free to like and subscribe if you did enjoy the video. I appreciate you sticking around, and, you know, have a good one.